All right, here we are. Location number 3. I am at Dagmar. Parked at the trail hub this time. In the past I just parked on the road, but this time I parked at the trail hub. And a little bit of a different way into the trails, and I'm doing things a little bit differently here, but gonna ride Dagmar today. Location number 3. What? Log skinny right off the start, and it's a little bit wet. Woo! I'm not gonna hit that today. I don't think. Well, obviously I didn't. So Dagmar, coming in at location number 3, has everything, including puddles. It did rain last night, overnight, but it had been dry for a few days, so I'm hopeful that the trails overall are in good shape. But yeah, Dagmar has everything. Good flow, good technical, good features. Come on. I had to use body English, but made it. Yeah, Dagmar's got a bit of everything. Flow, features, tech, aerobic, and a pretty good experience overall. And so it rightfully earned a spot in the top 3. When I was doing my 50 locations in 2021, it was the first time I had ever ridden Dagmar, and I was so impressed with the trails that I've come back a number of times since. Some of the stuff I'm not going to do today because it's a little wet. But yeah, I was so impressed. I've come back a number of times since. I don't understand why it took me so long to make the trip across to these trails. Okay. Log skinnies are definitely wet. I don't need to go back for that one. So right now I'm doing the exit trail. If you parked along the road, you obviously don't have to do this one if you're parking at Trail Hub, but I wanted to do it. It's a good time to talk about flow. I mean, you look at this. This is pretty nice flow. There are certainly other trails that have equal amount of flow, maybe more. Of course, Skin and Bones is the signature trail in Dagmar, but the trails have good flow, and as a result, you get a pretty decent flow rating. I was trying to decide whether or not I wanted to do it. I was like, ah, fuck it. Excuse me. Nice little drop anyway. That's the main reason why I wanted to do the exit trails, for that drop. And the flow. I mean, this flow is so nice. But yeah. Very good flow score. Now, with Dagmar, I ranked this as number 3 on its own. I didn't combine it with any other of the trail systems around here, like Durham Forest or Walker's Woods or Glen Major. So those trails, I actually had separate scores for them. But the fact that all of those trails are so close to one another, you can really make it an epic in here. Whew. I find the Dagmar trails of that group, and of Walker's, Durham, and Dagmar, because I actually haven't ridden much of Glen Major yet, but I find Dagmar, of those trail systems that I have ridden, to be the most technical. A little more rock, a little more features, and so I would say that they would score higher than those other trail systems, which is why, part of the reason, not that Dagmar gets a really high technical score, but it's part of the reason why Dagmar scored as high as it did relative to the other places. All right, I was worried about that rock being wet. It wasn't too bad. This, of course, is Skin and Bones, the feature trail of Dagmar, and perhaps one of the most infamous trails in all of Southern Ontario mountain biking, and I'm not doing it very well. From when this trail was built and having Emily Batty do the release video, well, a little wet today. Whew. I think I'll go down this one, given the wetness. Yeah, given the YouTube video that Emily Batty did introducing this video when it opened, it's kind of got a bit of a bucket list single trail kind of title to it, you know. If you're a decent enough rider in Southern Ontario, you have to ride Skin and Bones at Dagmar. It's not particularly technical, except for those opening back and forth whoops. But man, it feels nice. Ah, skin and bones. Sweet. Only doing it once today. But when you throw a trail like that in to Dagmar, it's kind of bucket list status for Southern Ontario, and it flows so nice. You can understand why Dagmar gets a good flow score. I will not be doing that one today. The little rocky bits like that contribute to the technical score. There's a trail in here called Granite Planet. I will not be doing that today, only because I have other plans for my day. But that trail is filled with rocks, little boulders, granite. And you know, trails like that, rock gardens spread throughout, rooty sections, stuff like that, all contributes to a decent technical score. Not as technical as, you know, some of the others in the top 10. Certainly not as technical as a place like 3 Stage or Slessor. But, you know, filled with some technical challenges. Nice little S-turns, perfectly sculpted. This is definitely part of the easier section of Dagmar. This whole pine tree forest section makes up a couple trails, a couple kilometers of it. But it's fun flow. I'm not pushing myself today because I am hoping to do a little bit of an epic ride, more than just Dagmar. So I'm not killing myself here. Thank goodness for flat pedals. Ooh. I don't know if I would have gotten a foot down that quickly if I was riding clips today. Ooh. I don't know how this trail is going to be because it's a bit wet today. With this trail, zip line. Yeah, see, I'm braking because of the corners. This trail's got such good flow. Boom, jump today. Such good flow. Another little rock feature. Not quite fast enough for my jump. Little jump or drop. I guess I can talk about features. There are features throughout. Several log skinnies. Ooh. Several log skinnies. Some A-frames. A few drops. Boulder features. A little bit of everything. A couple of jumps, pumps. So, again, Dagmar scores pretty good in features. It certainly has more built up than Durham and Walker's, contributing to it scoring higher than those two places. In terms of the aerobic score, I mean, Dagmar's pretty much up and down, but there's one long climb to get out when you've done like zip line at the end. That's the climb I'm doing now. It's a switchback climb, so it's never too bad, but it's still a long climb. Keeps the heart and lungs going, that's for sure. If you wanted to do Skin and Bones twice, then the climb from the bottom of Skin and Bones to the top, back up Biopace Alley, I think it's called. That climb is brutal. Brutal. So if you want to do Skin and Bones twice, because it's such a good trail, be prepared to pay for it. I didn't do Skin and Bones twice today, but many times, or most times that I've come here, I did Skin and Bones twice. And so, again, with the pretty much constant up and down, a few technical climbs, this big long climb near the end, and the climb to redo Skin and Bones if you so choose. It gets a decent enough elevation or aerobic score, climbing score. I should have always called aerobic climbing, but anyway, it gets a decent aerobic score. On the climb, they put a log skinny just to make things easy, or interesting, not easy, interesting. More flow. And that was the Dagmar loop, at least the Dagmar loop that I'm doing today. There's a bit more trail in here that I didn't do. There's a few trails I didn't do today. Granite Planet. I can't remember the names of the other ones. But you know, I got, say, 14 kilometers, but there was some connector trail. So, you know, it's not a long trail system, but it's fun. And while I scored it separately from the other ones, you can always loop together Walker's, Glen Major, or Durham, which I am doing today, Durham. So, you know, again, that brings me back to the fun and experience. These trails are a lot of fun. Dagmar's a lot of fun. Good flow, good technical. Skin and Bones is a signature trail. You know, close proximity to other big trail systems to make it an epic. You got the trail hub for food and drink after your ride, between connecting trail systems together, whatever. I did pay to ride the trail hub trails. It was $6, so that's the price of parking here too. So either park at the trail hub and pay $6, or park somewhere else and pay $6 for parking. So, you know, overall, just the amount of trail around here. The trail hub is a central location. The fun of the trails themselves, all of that contribute to a very good fun and experience score, in my opinion. Ooh, ice cream. I've grabbed myself a butter tart to eat at the trail hub. Here's the trail hub here. Might come back for some more substantial food later. And then look at that view. Wow. That is gorgeous view. Anyways, contributes to the trail experience. Get the view down this way. It's pretty cool to have a place like this. It's really cool to have a place like this. Anyways, happy pedaling, guys. I'll see you out there.